Hey friends, Ryan Frank, welcome to the Daily Coffee Chat with Ryan Frank. So glad you're here. Thank you so much for your contribution to this community and for the difference that you're making in your church and globally in the kingdom. As every day you wake up and you choose that I'm going to faithfully do what God's called me to do. I'm going to lean in on Him for help. I'm going to learn along the way. I'm going to care for those who God has given me to care for. You know, so much of ministry is just about caring for people, isn't it? It's about caring for people. Sometimes we look for all these shiny new ways to do ministry and we overlook the obvious, like really caring for someone. You've heard the quote before, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And one of the greatest things that your volunteers need from you, one of the greatest things that your team needs from you, your parents need from you, is they need to know that you really care about them, that you really care about their needs and their desires and their dreams. And when people really know that you care about them and you are invested in what is important to them, then all of a sudden what's important to you becomes important to them, right? A lot of times as leaders, it's really easy to shove what's important to me down everyone else's throat, right? But if I go at it the opposite way, and as I really care about other people first, and they understand that what's important to them is important to me, then what's important to me is going to become important to them. So keep loving well. Keep leading well. Who can you care for today? There's so much confusion in the world around how to lead, and so much confusion around how to influence people. And it's really not all that confusing. Just care for people. Just love people, right? Ask God every day to grow your capacity to love people. Hey, I love serving you. And I'm telling you something I'm looking forward to, like 12 days away, is MegaCon. MegaCon. Normally we do MegaCon in Nashville, Tennessee, typically the first week of October. This year we had to go entirely online because of COVID-19, but we've expanded MegaCon to 5 days. We're doing it every afternoon. I want to talk about MegaCon. I want to talk to you about your involvement, and I also want to talk to you about some things that will help you prepare for MegaCon. All right. So if you go to kidsmatter.com, you're going to see information about MegaCon there, the 5th or the 9th of October. Click that button. It's going to take you. Those of you that are listening to the podcast today, you can't see the screen, but those of you watching this on YouTube or Facebook today, you'll be able to see. So go to kidmennation.com, or you can go to kidsmatter.com and click through. It'll take you here to the page. Once you're here, I just want to remind you a few things on the page to help you prepare for MegaCon. I love at the very beginning, the team has put the mega prize on there. One lucky winner. At the end of the day on Friday, October 9th, we're going to announce a mega prize winner. The mega prize is currently valued at $8,644.63. If you click through that black button, you can see everything that's included in the mega prize. It really is a really nice gift that somebody's going to receive. We've got a great lineup of main stage speakers. Now, they're not actually speaking on the main stage this year. It's entirely happening on Zoom. But you will be introduced to all of these speakers on Zoom, and then you're going to have the option of attending one of hundreds of breakouts. And so we'll end up, so okay, here's the deal. So I'm on the schedule page. I'm on kidmennation.com. I'm at the online schedule. So you can see what the entire schedule is like for Monday through Friday, October 5th through the 9th, the general sessions when those are happening, and then also the fuel ups and the deep dives, which are basically breakouts. If you want to know what the deep dives and the fuel ups are, we have these red buttons here where you can click and you've got the whole spreadsheet. Now, here's how this is going to actually work during MegaCon week. Okay, the fuel up schedule is here as well. In fact, you'll probably be able the weekend before to go to the website, and everything is going to be listed. All the sessions, everything are going to be listed, and they're going to be hyperlinked so that when it's time for your session with Corey Jones or Esther Moreno or Josh Denhart or Carl Bastian or whoever the speaker is, you'll just, when it's time for that deep dive or that fuel up, you'll click it and it'll take you to a Zoom room. Every one of our deep dives and fuel ups, they're going to have a host. We want a big shout out to all of our Kidmin Nation ambassadors and volunteers who are hosting all these virtual rooms for us. So it's going to be pretty easy. It's going to be pretty click and play. I think that y'all are familiar now with how to use Zoom. It's all going to happen on Zoom. Here are the deep dive tracks. Here are the deep dive tracks: the Heart of the Nation, leadership, preteen, generational discipleship, hot topics, worship, longevity and ministry. I'm not going to read through all these. We have a bunch of tracks. Altogether, something like 300 different sessions that are happening during these 5 days. It's all happening in 13 days. 13 days. Actually, I think 12 days, because the countdown is going to reset in about 49 minutes because MegaCon starts every day at noon Eastern. So it's more closer to 12 days than 13 days. But I want, if you are not registered, there is a basic registration that is free. At a minimum, you need to do this because you'll be able to participate in the 5 days of training. You'll be able to be part of the giveaways that take place. You'll receive the specials from the marketplace, and all that kind of good stuff. But there's also a paid ticket if you want to purchase the paid ticket. If you purchase the paid ticket, then you get your name in the hat for the mega prize drawing. You get a digital version of my favorite things. You get the vault to MegaCon 2020, which means all of the training, the hundreds of training sessions. You get those so that you can share them with your team, and so that you can go back and learn from them and do the training with your team and get that content yourself. So you may want to consider purchasing the ticket, but at a minimum, you want to receive that free complimentary ticket, and it's right here at kidminnation.com. So friends, I hope that you're planning on participating. It starts not next week, but the following week, 12 days from today, in about 13 hours or 13 days and 45 minutes, 2 weeks from the, or now I'm confusing myself. Yeah, less than 2 weeks from today, a week from Monday, we will begin, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Hundreds of speakers. We are anticipating 5,000 participants. The number of people that have already told us they're participating is well over 4,000 with 2 weeks to go. So there's still room for you. We have increased our Zoom capacity to handle everybody, and we'd love to have you. The website is kidminnation.com. If you have any questions, please reach out to us and let us know. We will serve you and answer your question the best we can. Well, I've got you, and before we go for today's coffee chat, there are some great new downloads over at kidsmatter.com. If you've not checked them out recently, please do. We have a brand new game called Bible Color Hunt, which is a lot of fun. It's kind of like a sword drill, but a little bit different. The kids have 15 seconds or something like that to look up a verse in the Bible and identify the color that it asks for on the screen. All right, look at this. Here's how it works. Those of you that are watching on video, let me show you a preview video of this game. Bible color. 5. Kids are given the verse. Exodus 28, verse 1. Then after they can find the color blue. And it goes on. There are several rounds, 5 rounds in this game called Bible Color Hunt. We have 5 new Bible books quizzes, Bible book quizzes. We have some new bug races. These bug races are a lot of fun. They're on-screen races where the kids have to guess who wins. We have a bee, bumblebee, a dragonfly, or a ladybug. Racing each other. The kids pick one. Are they going to be correct? The winner. Lots of great downloads for you. We also have some new curriculum, some new family discipleship resources, all for you at kidsmatter.com. You can always check out the most popular downloads of the day right there on the homepage. You can catch any podcasts that you missed from the Kids Matter Podcast Network with the show notes at kidsmatter.com as well. Friends, thanks for joining me on today's Coffee Chat. Tomorrow, I'll be joined by Michael Chanley. A lot of you remember Michael Chanley from cmconnect.org. He was the director of Children's Pastors Conference for several years. We're going to get an update on from Michael and what's going on in his life these days and at the local church where he is working. It's going to be a great conversation. Hope to see you tomorrow. Friends, have a great day. Thanks for joining me on the Coffee Chat.